is Jonah Trachtman. I am a musician and an aspiring audio engineer.
We're here, it's been so long.
My interest in music began very early in life. I was playing piano by the time I was 5. I've played cello in an orchestra, I've sang in choirs, I have played in jazz bands on guitar, I've played rock bands on bass. I've done so many things with music.
Yeah, see, that one's the hard one.
The projects I'm in have a variety of sounds, but overall it's predominantly rock-based. It's, just guitar, bass, vocals, and drums. And some projects lean more towards the blues. Other projects are more rock and roll based. Others are more like indie rock based. But it all is very much like rock. I love to play with my bands. I love the people who I work with. I love the music that we make, and it always is so rewarding to play a good mix, man. Like, not just bang the shit out of your instruments. To actually play well and for it to be balanced and sound good overall is like very rewarding to hear.
I ain't got nobody to blame but myself. I ain't got nobody to blame but myself.
That was a song I wrote about a year ago. Yeah, it's called I Ain't Got Nobody to Blame But Myself, and it's a single basically. I wrote it on my own. I was playing it at open mics, and then me and my friend Ben Gerber tracked it in a DAW, a digital audio workstation. I think we used Logic, and I recorded an acoustic guitar, an electric guitar, a bass, and then we just had a drum track over it. We never got a drummer to record for it, so what you hear on that is a drum track. But it's just a fun song.
This is us. It's just a giant picture of a ferret's head with like a third eye open. It's pretty trippy, right? It's groovy. I like it.
I'm working on promoting right now. I do a lot on Facebook and Instagram. I'm just kind of working on sort of putting an event together far enough in advance to promote it. And I feel like once that happens, if I just keep rolling with it, it'll get a whole lot easier to do that, because you just have to get a feel for the cycle and how far in advance to plan.
It's the 18th. We're having a house show tonight.
I was going to do an introduction, but that'd be the hell out of mine.
The house shows I do are probably the most successful events I do as a musician, because my house is relatively well known and I have a lot of really nice equipment that I can use and get a good sound. But I just have some really nice amplifiers, some speakers that I get from bands who come here who just want to keep their stuff here because it's a nicer space than whatever they have. I always have a drum kit in here, and this guy left his bass amp in, and also a speaker. Yeah, there's just a lot of cool stuff to play around with, and it's really fun to get a good sound and a good balanced mix out of this room. So I'm really excited to see how the bands tonight sound. Working with a live sound engineer and then working with a studio sound engineer. Those have been two very transformative periods of apprenticeship. I've worked with many teachers before, but these two guys, they just lifted me to new heights, man. Like places I would have never been if I hadn't met them. So they're probably the greatest opportunities I've had. I want to enter into a professional circuit, like a professional network, and I don't know what it entails yet. There's a lot of things that I still have to learn before I can be considered a professional musician. I'm off to a good start, but where I see myself is just being capable of working with really great people and like earning the ability to work with other professionals who are passionate about it as I am. I have an EP out on Spotify by my band Thunder Ferret, and you can also find them on the website Real Texas Radio, and you can request one of my songs on there. So that's kind of where you can find me.